Today, we're going to talk about whether coaches should focus on Google Ads or SEO right now. If you don't know me, I'm Stephanie Fiteni. Welcome to my channel. And I have been coaching coaches for the last 10 years, helping them build strong foundations for their business and teaching them marketing strategies that work right now. I own my own advertising agency for over 12 years, and I'm here to help you today understand whether you should be using Google Ads or SEO. Now, if you know anything about me, you'll know that SEO is one of the things I have used, the main strategy actually that I have used to build my six-figure online coaching business. And today, a lot of my clients, obviously, who have also learned the SEO strategies that I love so much, are asking me, what do I do? Do I focus on Google Ads or do I focus on SEO? And of course, there are other things you can focus on, but usually you would need at least two strategies to get your coaching business to be a little bit more resilient and a little bit safer. So I definitely recommend using at least one of these two strategies. Now, what's been going on? So first of all, let's distinguish between the two strategies. So Google Ads are a short-term strategy. SEO is more of a long-term strategy. The main reason is why SEO takes a little bit longer to work. Things are changing a little bit, but I'm going to explain exactly how. So if you've been doing Google Ads before, if you've been running them before, and then suddenly you have seen a change, it's not you, it's Google. Google has made a lot of changes in the last 12 months. Hopefully they are really slowing down now, but it has been extremely common and normal to actually experience disruptions and volatility when it comes to the results. So when it comes to Google Ads, they have been adding AI features, and they have also changed the results page of the Google search results, moving also the position of the ads for a number of things. So what has been happening is that people have seen their results stop for even a few months when it comes to Google Ads. Things are pretty much back on track. I wouldn't say business as usual, but close to. And what usually helps is that try to understand a little bit the new features. So if you focus on understanding the new features, maybe hire a specialist or actually use your free Google support hours if you haven't done yet, you can actually find a way of making these work again. They are a good option for you if you have a budget to spend. Generally, a coach will spend between $150 and $350 to get a client online. So, of course, this makes sense when you're charging enough to make sure that you offset this cost. You can assume that a client is going to cost you, let's say somewhere in the middle, $250. So, therefore, you need to make sure that you have built a funnel. So the right page on your site, the right conversion steps on your site so that you can sell a package that is going to be worthwhile and well profitable after you have reduced and deducted the expenses of your Google Ads. Yes, so Google Ads are still working, but of course, actually, if you want a couple of tips, perhaps as to which ads are working best for coaches right now, it's going to be two things. It's going to be video ads on YouTube and also possibly even more the Google search result ads, where people are already looking for a particular coach and you appear at the top of search results. So those would definitely be two of my top recommendations. And then, of course, we also have organic SEO. So again, the slower option, but also a plausible option. And again, I know I have a lot of clients. I've been teaching blogging and online funnels and SEO for a very long time. And this is a question I have been getting a lot. People have been seeing different results. Results have been volatile. Google has been changing the algorithm, the results page. They've added the AI overview. There has been a lot of disruption. So here's a little summary that might clarify what has been happening. So you may have seen that if you follow your statistics with your Search Console, you would have noticed that you're getting a lot of impressions, which means that you're appearing a lot in Google search results, but maybe getting less clicks. And this has fluctuated a lot in the last few months because of the changes in the actual page layout of the Google search results. It has also fluctuated and perhaps changed for you because You might be actually targeting certain keywords that are more question-like. In fact, we have noticed that because of AI and because of ChatGPT and all these LLMs that actually take questions, people are now beginning to ask longer questions even in Google. But if you were optimizing for that kind of keyword, for someone who is just looking for information, what's happening is that now the AI overview is, in most cases, giving them the answer. Now, if your site is one of the ones that is where Gemini, Google AI is actually getting that information, it really helps for your visibility. In spite of the fact that I actually rank for the AI overview for most of my keywords, and I have a lot of visibility, I am getting leads, but I'm getting leads from people who are shopping around. People who are just looking for information, they click a lot less. And this is, in fact, what is responsible for the drop in Google traffic. It is something that cannot really be resolved too easily. One way is to make sure you're appearing in the Google AI snippet, and there are specific steps that allow you to do this. This is something we can easily optimize for. If you're interested in this, feel free to get in touch. And also, the next step would be to actually optimize for LLMs, large language models like Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini itself, and all these different flavors of AI. When we used to blog, we used to target people at the different stages. So there would be people who were in the awareness stage, consideration stage, and buying stage. It's marketing speak. To say it more clearly in a nutshell, there'd be people who have the pain points you resolve, but they're not clear enough to make a purchase yet. And then there'd be the ones that are already shopping around. So what happens is that the people that are not sure whether they want to buy yet, they haven't achieved that level of clarity. They are getting their answers in the AI overview and not clicking through to websites because they're not really looking to buy yet. They are not picking one or the other. They are looking in Google and they are also talking to the AI in Google and then also going to ChatGPT and Claude and asking the same question. So the solution to this is actually to get visibility in these AI tools. And in fact, that is something that I have been working on very successfully in the last few months. I have actually created a tool to help my clients. It's something that I'm going to launch pretty soon. So if you're interested in that, make sure that you follow this channel. And that is basically the solution because we need to find other ways. If you are going to do Google Ads or you're going to do organic SEO, you also need to do generative engine optimization or LLM optimization, whatever you want to call it, AI optimization. You just need to optimize to be found for the questions people are asking about people like you in ChatGPT, Claude, and all these other tools. And that is perfectly possible. It is also possible to do it with a combined strategy. The only requirements for that is to actually have good business foundations. So it's important to find different ways of testing your package, testing your ideal client, and making sure that you are talking to the right people, or at least you're starting from a good basis, because otherwise it's going to cost you a lot of time and money to actually experiment with those funnels. This is something I help my clients with too. So if you don't have your business foundations in place, do get in touch with me. And if you do, definitely follow this channel because we're going to talk about how to actually build on that and make sure you're using the right marketing strategies and optimizing for the right tools to actually get more clients and leads for your coaching business. That's all I have for you today. If you're interested or you have any questions, feel free to prop them underneath this video. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. See you next week.